Welcome back to the Summer Rain channel. Today we're going to make a do-it-yourself makeup brush cleaner. If you haven't done so already, be sure to hit the subscribe button down below. I post a new video every week. I also put a link to my blog where I go more in depth about the different ingredients, why we use them, and all of that jazz. Let's make our makeup brush cleaner. Let's go ahead and take a look at our ingredients. We have cocamidopropyl betaine, which is a surfactant. We have disyl glucoside, which is another surfactant. We have rubbing alcohol, distilled water, and our preservative. So to make our makeup brush cleaner, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add all of our ingredients into a container. I use one like this because it's easier to pour. So I'm going to add the distilled water, add the cocoa betaine, which is the surfactant, add our other surfactant, which is disyl glucoside, add our rubbing alcohol, and add your preservative. And then you're just going to go ahead and mix everything together. And then I just have this little jar that I'm going to fill with the makeup brush cleaner. And that's what it's going to look like. Okay, so let's go ahead and see how the makeup brush cleaner works. You can tell with a makeup brush, when I just rub it on a paper towel, you're just getting a wee little bit off, barely any. So what you're going to do is you're going to get the brush, you're going to run it under water, just about a quarter of the bristles you're going to want to get wet. And then what you do is you just take a little bit of the makeup brush cleaner, put it in a bowl, and you're going to go ahead and swish your brush around to create bubbles. I don't know how well you can see that, but I can already see the makeup coming off. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and rinse this under the sink. Same thing, only about a quarter of the way down. But just to show you how much makeup you do get off, that's from the bubbles. And then after you rinse it out, you can kind of squeeze it in a downward motion to get some of the water out, and then just rub it on a paper towel or a washcloth to get it kind of dry. And then what I like to do is I just leave it on the counter like this to dry. You don't ever want to leave it sitting up like this to dry because you can ruin your brushes. If you have a towel rack, pretend this is the towel rack, you're just going to put a hair tie around it like that, and leave your brush to dry facing downward. That way you're not ruining the glue that's holding the bristles in. It's going to dry a little bit quicker facing downward, and that way it's just not on your sink. So if this was a towel bar, that's how you would hang it with a hair tie.